Hi everybody, I just want to thank you for a great semester and all of the hard work you've done. And let's go ahead and wrap up this fall 2018 semester of interactive web page design. And to do that, of course, you're going to turn in the sites that you've created, and you're going to need to go into the RCC Testing Center and have, it's really 2 assessments proctored, but you should be able to do it in just one visit to the testing center, because what it is one essay response and then a short multiple choice test. I don't think you'll find the multiple choice test particularly taxing. I just want to make sure that you understand some very basic principles that we've taught in class, okay? So the essay portion is going to be on your overall workflow, which is essentially going to be using the Adobe software that you're going to start in Adobe Illustrator, creating your logo and graphics that you would use. Then you're going to optimize your images in Photoshop, crop the images, make sure they look great in Photoshop. Then you'll move those tools over to Adobe Muse. You can look for fonts in Typekit. You can look for color theory in Cooler. And you know, that's going to vary. Some people might use Photoshop first. Some people might use Illustrator first. You might describe it as you use both sort of at the same time. But I just want you to describe to me in the essay briefly how you would use the Adobe software to create a website. So that's the workflow essay. And then the multiple choice test, probably the toughest 2 questions on there would be about the address that people type in to find your site, and that's going to be a domain name. And then the other one is, what is the computer that your site is stored on that your users go to and then retrieve the information? That's a server. It's important that you know what a domain and a server are. And then also rewatch the video that we had earlier on vector and raster graphics. It's important that you know the difference between vector and raster images, that vector images tend to be smaller files and they are completely scalable. Raster images tend to be larger files and they're not as scalable. Raster images are photographs and vector images tend to be more like solid color type logo design. So make sure you understand that stuff. A lot of vector and raster image questions on there. Make sure you know that Cooler is used for color theory, and that Typekit is going to help you find fonts and know what fonts are. And you know, if you know that information, you should be in good shape for this assessment. Make sure you know what Muse is for. Make sure you know what Illustrator is for and Photoshop is for. Illustrator is going to be vector images. Photoshop is going to be raster images. That's important information for you to have for the assessment. If you know that stuff, you'll be in great shape. So then just make sure you head into the testing center and get the assessments finished no later than December 12th. And I look forward to seeing your work. Thanks, everybody. It's been a great semester, and make sure you finish up everything strong before December 12th.